Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to this week's episode of Runner Going. This week on the show, we've got George, and we've got Kevin, and maybe Caleb too, who knows? Let's get started on this week's episode of Runner Going. So as usual, we've got guests of varying amounts of previous participation. We've got George joining us for his first appearance on the podcast.
Hello.
And this is Kevin's 12th episode of this podcast.
Hey, yeah.
And then Caleb was on last week, but I don't know if he's actually going to talk or not.
I mean, I just kind of snuck into the building. You left the door open.
I didn't leave the door open. You physically forced your way in behind me.
Leaving the door open, physically forcing, it's all the same.
It's all semantics.
Semantics.
So in the news, we've got an all-star game thing. Suck It Pie. There's one. There's going to be a few of those. And we've got international game. And we've got a Kevin.
Yeah.
Always important news. To no one's surprise, Forehead Jones ends up with the most votes. Discuss.
I don't know. I was on the Forehead Jones train, Preller, for the longest time.
You're going to be out of this Discord in about 3 minutes if you
no,
go where
no.
you're going with this. Oh, wait.
But-
Shit, hold on. Back it up. This is Preller. George, talk.
Hello.
This is Kevin.
I'm here.
I'm Kevin.
And Caleb's down there.
Hi.
Okay, I had to get the introduction out of the way so I'm not like that obnoxious podcast that waited 10 minutes to introduce everybody.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A solid 3.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think here's what I'll say. I'll say the vote should have been a little closer than it was, because Preller, and this will make you feel good, I think. I think that was the least close vote between second and first.
I haven't actually seen the vote anywhere. I haven't seen the numbers.
Yeah, I don't think they were released, but Pop said it was the biggest gap between first and second place. Bach and Forehead Jones, so I mean, you got that.
I mean, Forehead's arguably the better player.
Yeah, they're both, there's arguments for both, and I still like Forehead
I
Jones.
can hear you laughing,
home
Kevin.
runs. I mean, I think the way it ended up is fair.
Pops can keep being the homer that he wants to be.
He did talk a lot about Pirates players during this conversation. That
Oh, yeah.
conversation about the All-Star game, so.
They told me to listen to Fireside when we were talking about this, and I just had half a mind to go, yeah, sorry, no, I don't have that much time in my day. To listen to that.
It was a good episode, this last one. Just
Yeah, they keep saying that. I should have.
Yeah, it's true.
I should have.
It was a good episode, I'll admit.
I should
I
have.
got mentioned at least 3 times.
Oh, of course you did, because you were mentioned because of your knees.
Oh, yeah, we talked about you a lot.
I should have brought my silver bullet and brought Gare and Dougie back on the show so I could have really shut down their episode.
Ooh.
Because that Gare and Dougie episode was the best one we ever had on this thing.
Yeah, Dougie's cool. What do you think about some of the other votes, Preller? Some of the other...
I actually have the sheet up in front of me, so I don't have to on-camera Google. There's some obvious choices. Grimcarp, Baseball-y.
I don't know if you know much about Dakota on the Astros, but...
I only know that he's been getting a lot of base hits and doubles.
Yeah, he's a pretty clear choice. There was no one really close with him in that first base. I think both first base races were pretty,
they're pretty
lopsided.
Easy. And third base for National League was pretty lopsided.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's Sanchez and nobody else.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right, are you saying that Dougal McGoogle wasn't your first thought?
Who?
Dougal McGoogle, Cardinals third baseman, lovely guy, just above the Mendoza line.
Yeah. You lost me at just above the Mendoza line, dude.
He is proud that he has managed to drag himself up above that line after what would have been about 8 games of nothing.
Oh, you mean 8 games of being a monster?
Well, no, he wasn't that bad. He did actually get hits.
Oh, he actually got some hits in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just it was 1 every 3 games.
You know what I realized? Nash actually has an RBI.
Oh yeah, he's probably got like a walk or something, or like a double play ground out.
It was a fly. I think it was a sack fly.
Sack fly.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
I don't have an RBI.
You don't have an RBI, even with all your hits? That's why you didn't win.
That's
Well,
why.
no, because I only hit singles, and I've hit a double, and it was my most recent, well, not my last at bat of the last game. Other than that, it's just all either been singles or walks. Right.
I mean, that's fair.
Which is why I hit lead off.
Mong had a 0 OBP coming into this session.
Does he still not have a hit, by the way, or did he finally get one?
No, he definitely doesn't have one. He still does not have one.
Oh yeah, because you know he's gonna fucking celebrate like he won the fucking war when he gets a hit.
What will his batting average be if he even gets one? I think he has 16 at bats right now.
Take the Mendoza line and then cut it in half, and then less.
No, worse, yeah.
He's already gotten out once this game, so he would be 1 for 18.
Oh my god.
Which would put him at a 55.
You mean 0.055?
Correct.
Damn.
God damn.
That's almost worse than having 0.
That's less too bad.
I'd rather have 0, yeah. That's worse than than pitchers, pretty much.
Yeah, like there are some pitchers that have a better batting average. And we can jump right into pitchers. No real surprises in the pitching aspect. Timber, Chipper, Sal Shark or Gassing, and Gasting will win that, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
I think so?
Yeah, the meme's too strong. And Dan Gearzone, not really a surprise. Darth Vader, not really a surprise.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you about that third pitcher there, since you're a GM.
Peters or Poe?
Yeah, because it was a whole thing on Fireside Chat this week where Pops went off and, he pretty much said, why are people voting Poe when the reason for not voting some of these other pitchers was the innings pitched argument, that they don't have that many, and Poe doesn't really have that many himself.
Peters.
And so that's why Peters should get in.
Peters. Sorry, Poe, but the first experience I have with you was my guy hitting a leadoff home run off of you.
If I remember correctly, though, yeah, we did win that game, though.
I don't care. Dude, at this point, I'm a Padres fan in both regards. I have not a fucking care in the world about a win record at this point. My team's 1 and 5.
Poe does have an unfortunate trend of giving up a first inning home run, and I think all of his starts.
Oh my god! But stop starting him in the first inning. Then have somebody else go for the first. Have a position player play the first inning.
Because the thing is, we either start Poe and give home run the first inning, or we start Jim Bob Cooter, and whenever we play him, we cannot score a run to save our lives. We are just unable to score when he is pitched. He pitches a shutout like 5 innings, and we just can't score.
So start a position player on the mound.
Why don't you pitch?
Yeah, George, just pitch. It's fine. You'll be doing fine.
I can pull a Morello and.
Don't you all have 2 better catchers, batting lines?
Yeah, we can. I mean, technically, if you look at stats, I'm the worst catcher on the team. So.
I know how it feels, man. That's why I got off the Brewers.
The only reason he's saying this is because the voting's over. He would not say this if this was before the voting.
Can we just talk about that race?
What race?
Yeah.
Which one?
Because George was, campaigning for that NL catcher spot. And for the longest time, it was Andropov first, and I guess Gare in second.
And George in third.
And then...
No, Gare
I assumed I was third. Yeah.
We all thought George
come
was
from
third.
Nowhere.
And Garen Smudge came out of nowhere and just won it.
Again, I actually have no clue. Because here's the thing. I just do stuff on autopilot sometimes. I have no recollection of anybody who I voted for, other than I voted 3 homer picks, and that I didn't vote for Morello. That's all I can really remember. I don't remember who I voted for NL catcher, which is terrible, because I think I weighed on it for 5 minutes.
What about pitchers?
Pitchers, I went with that looks right. The AL, that looks right.
Uh-huh.
I think I intentionally voted for a spike pick for my National League because I wasn't gonna vote Pie. Eat shit, Pie, by the way. He's gonna get on just because the fucking Phillies didn't have anybody that was worthy of getting voted in.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's gonna get in.
Well, I get
bullshit too.
from what I understand, I think that's a team vote, right?
Yeah,
So
they're gonna vote for Pi.
Very possible is that they'll all vote for Pi, and then we'll have Pi in the All-Star game.
Yeah, basically he's got to shoehorn himself in by bothering his teammates until they vote him in.
I don't know. I'm sure they have. Good.
It's not. It wasn't for the fact that Logan Ninefingers got in for the ANL. I would have bothered my teammates until I get in. So I mean, I can't really fault him for that.
No, you can't.
Oh, Logan barely made it too.
Yeah, I'm surprised. The problem is he's an amazing player, but he has no Discord presence.
That's said about a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Like Jablon.
But here's the thing. Dakota, Carolina, Montana is not in the main Discord at all, and that dude just ran away with the first space.
Yeah.
In the AL.
I think we need to talk to Wilbur and maybe about doing an extraction for that guy, because I don't think he knows this exists.
No. I think he was in here for a while. He was in that Discord for a while. He's a busy guy, though.
SEAL team in for him.
He's a Rockies mod and stuff, I guess. So he's a busy guy, or something.
Apparently, according to people that have told me while I've been umpiring this game for the Baltimore and Seattle, Pancakes has been a Reddit only since season 1.
Yeah.
And like, I don't understand how you do that, but okay. Like,
I mean,
a
big part of this game for me is like the Discord shit and like the podcast.
But even still, he's a pitcher. How do you do that? How do you not have any interaction with the Discord and pitch?
God, so is every ump is every at bat literally you messaging him on?
No, he's a list pitcher.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty helpful.
Yeah, that does help.
Except for when I don't want to post an at bat because I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, but you have the list.
It's I have to post it. I have to post it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the pitcher last session that started because FICO had to go off and do stuff, and because I was asleep, just started posting that the pitch was in and putting screenshots of the pitch number that he sent me. That happened. That happened. And I was like, okay, technically we can't do this, but yeah. It worked out alright. He still gave up a home run, so it wasn't like it was illegitimate. So that was interesting. So how are things in the world of Ewell and Pevin and Athen?
I want to hear about Caleb here.
What about Caleb?
Because he's been talking a lot of shit.
Oh,
the Padres in general have been talking a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, that's because your pitcher got sent down to fucking Eco.
No, not my pitcher. Hold on. I'm on the Astros now.
Okay, your former pitcher, whatever. Look, dude, I'm not involved with that, actually, for the most part. I mean, I had to step up to defend my fucking team against the assholes on the Brewers after they just went on MLR Tonight, that shit show, and slandered my team for half an hour. Which I was only told because, again, I don't listen to that shit.
Do you listen to any podcasts?
There's sometimes I'll listen to other ones. Like, legitimately, I remember skipping ahead in that one that Pi and Pops do, just so I could find out who was the third All-Star GM, and then I turned it off. Like, legitimately, I don't listen to other ones. And I think I've told them this. It's like, why would I?
And they still talk about you. Like,
of course they do.
You got to vote for Hunkiest GM this week.
I did? Holy shit,
yeah.
somebody voted for me?
Pi.
Pi voted for... Is it just because he wanted to fuck with me? I have a feeling it was just that.
What it was. He voted for you, and Pops and Gare voted for Mattis. So...
That's interesting.
The story behind all that.
No. You don't get to come on my podcast and talk about that stupid gimmick.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no, you're talking about something different. Go ahead, bud. Like...
The whole thing that we went into such animosity is that I've only been around fake baseball for what, probably like 2 weeks now.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I came in like 2 days before Session 8 started,
Sure.
and I had already heard all about this rivalry between Cannonball and Gerzone, and I was all hyped for it. I was all ready to go. People were talking about it on Twitter. Reporters were retweeting it. Then we get to the day of the session,
Gerzone
and it's he's not pitching.
Icho.
And they're like, "What?" And it was disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, it was vastly disappointing. Because Preller talked about how he was gonna bench Cannonball as a joke, and we're like, "Oh no, don't do that."
I threatened to bench him. I threatened to bench him.
We're like, "Don't do that. We want to see the rivalry through." And then they bench Gerzone.
Cash got a very detailed explanation of what I felt about that decision. I'll give you that much.
I don't know. I like it though. I like that rivalry. I like.
Yeah, well, guess what? There's no chance in hell Cannonball is starting when they play us again. Like, no. You don't get to squib us twice.
I like. Oh yeah, you guys do play them again later in the season, huh? I like the posters that Cannonball's been making.
Yeah, Cannonball's like this guy that just randomly will make like this weird art in Photoshop and put it in there. And
You don't play
usually
the Brewers again.
we don't.
Outside
Okay,
of it.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think you do. Someone mentioned that.
Fucking Hitchens mentioned it.
Yeah, Hitchens was talking about it.
I'm looking at the schedule.
That's weird.
Well, then Hitchens is a dirty liar. What else is new?
Oh man. Oh, we have a trade deadline. When that
We
happen?
do have a trade. We've always had a trade deadline.
I maybe it wasn't on the schedule because I didn't see it before.
I think
All right.
mainly the thing is that like nobody's actually. It's not like that special because it's not like this game involves any skill whatsoever. Like legitimately.
I'll have you know that the amount of skill that I've got for this game is unparalleled. I take guessing numbers
singles.
to an art form. And I hit lots of them.
Yeah, you hit lots of singles, but they're still just singles.
Guessing on...
George, I don't think you understand. Chicks dig the long ball.
Oh, with Brad Pitt taught you nothing.
Chicks
I get
dig the
on
long
base.
ball. I don't care about getting on base. Have you not seen my team? Like, half of my team has power.
Yeah, and it worked out really well for you against us.
It's working great, thank you very much. I think I stopped caring about the stacked handedness matchup, and I think it worked out because I think Cash squibbing us changed the handedness or something.
Oh really? Are they different handedness?
I have no idea. Yes, he's a lefty. It's a lefty strikeout, actually. So that works, because I have a bunch of righty contact in there, which means I think I have the worst matchup in there? I don't know.
They're both strikeouts. Yeah.
No, I think contact against strikeout is the better match.
Okay. All I know
Contact
is...
finesse was the worst.
That's probably true.
It's one of them.
Isn't one of them with... Whichever one has the 5 diff that you have to hit for a home run?
Oh, is that the one where you can get like a 15 difference double? And
That is.
Oh, yeah.
Contact finesse, same hand is 5 diff.
That's the worst, by the way. Like, actually...
We've had that happen to
I'm
us a few
sure it
times.
has. Which one's the... Oh, it's power finesse. It's the best matchup for power. Contact finesse... Contact strikeout is a pretty good matchup for us, I guess. What is power strikeout? Yeah, power, if you get a 30 diff, you get a homer. So that's whatever. Kevin, you're also going to be umpiring for the Futures game. Or the national game.
Well, not also, I guess.
Benched.
Well, I guess I'm not playing. Yeah. No, I'm not playing at all, I guess. But
Benched.
do you plan on like playing everyone?
I plan on playing like people that actually show up.
Well, I don't know. How many people do we have? I think we have enough so that everyone plays, right? Because that's what.
I mean, pretty
that's
much.
What, yeah, I think so. That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be a fun thing.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure. So, what else is there to discuss? Oh, yeah. there's a thing, I guess, well, Tim will yell at me if I'm actually spoiling this. There's like a third game going on that, I guess this may actually be a big old spoiler and a big old exclusive because they haven't announced it yet, or maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't really care. The GMs are going to play each other. AL versus NL.
Oh, the old folks home. Oh,
No.
okay, so you're talking about another...
No, that's the GM Eco team. This is the All-Star Game weekend. The All-Star Game week.
But it's all the old, GMs.
It's all of the GMs from the NL playing all of the GMs from the AL, basically. Most of the GMs. Anybody who actually signed up and gave a player thing. I don't remember how many teams we have, so there's probably like one or two extra.
Well, I heard there was another game floating around.
Of what? Oh, the
exhibition one?
Stupid exhibition. I don't know what pace of play rules they're talking about, because there's been nothing proposed.
Well, maybe you didn't read what Jay put? Because Jay talked about... Because it was me and Jay talking about it. But that's the reason it came about.
Okay, what is the pace of play rule? Because I
basically,
really don't know.
It came about when we were doing a MLR Tonight show episode. Basically, our idea was to get all the people that are involved in the game online for an amount of time.
This has always been joked about, that we should always just do the finals in one day.
And just play it out. It's 6 innings. If everyone does their at-bats in a couple of minutes, it should be done fairly quickly. And I think this exhibition game is going to be a good show of that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Especially if you have a fast up.
Nothing to do with that, thank you. Go ahead.
The problem is we have people who are in Europe, we have people who are on the West Coast, not everyone's on the East Coast.
West Coast, Best Coast.
Yeah, so the point of it is to, have it at a time when everyone is available, pretty much.
Like noon?
I don't know. I don't know exactly. That would obviously be between the two teams that are playing and the players that are playing on those teams. But the idea is like, and it's not like you have to be around and watching the game closely. It's just that, the point of it is to be able to respond to pings within a couple of minutes. And if that gets done, then, games should be fairly quick. So they're going to try it. It's Phillies and Twins, I think.
Yeah, something.
It's interesting. We'll see what happens.
I mean, they can do it all they want. Doesn't mean it's going to work.
I hope it does.
And I sure as hell am not voting yes on that.
We had a pretty big discussion, and I guess Pops is there, so it gives it more legitimacy. But we had a discussion on Fireside Chat about some of the problems in the MLR, what we think some of the
these
problems
other
are.
podcasts, come on.
Sorry. And basically, what pretty much all of us said was that the season length is just ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, we'll be done in September. That's the approximation right now.
Yeah, like we literally play a longer season than actual baseball players.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I mean,
we don't have to do to make it any faster.
I don't know. It's an idea though. That's an idea. And without trying stuff, we're not going to see. We're not going to have different options unless we try things. So I'm interested to see what happens.
I think if we were to, instead of having expanded the at-bat timer and made a massive window for amnesty, shortening it to an 8-hour range for both sides might actually help this a little bit. But you know what?
Well,
I don't want to write it up.
Like at-bats?
Yeah, you shorten it to at-bats and pitches 8 hours. You get an hour of leeway by ump discretion, and or the ump has got to sleep.
The issue with that, though, is that if it's 8 hours, all right. Let's say I go to sleep, and then 10 minutes later,
Yeah, you hibernating for 12 hours? George, we lost you, dude.
George, come back.
George!
Hello?
Hello, you're back.
Yeah,
He's
Sorry,
back.
my internet's been a bit... The problem with the 8 hours is that... Right,
That was crazy. Hey, good.
is that I go to sleep, 10 minutes later I get pinged. If I sleep for 9 hours, I just get auto-caged because I was asleep.
Well, why are you sleeping for
the
9
issue.
Who sleeps for 9 hours?
I've slept for a lot of time.
I do.
I'm a student. Sleeping is mostly what I do.
I legit do.
That's okay. Well, my point kind of was more along the lines of 12 hours. The problem becomes that 12 hours always seems like it feels too long, but at the same time, it feels like you can't shorten it.
Well,
If you know that you're due up, you could PM the ump a swing.
Yeah, really, people, we could just do that. We could
yeah,
PM
that's
swims.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this is a good question for Preller since he's a GM, but like, how hard would it really be to say you're starting on offense, right?
Right.
For a game. How hard would it be to just, message your 4 players,
You mean
5
like
players? You don't, so you do that.
Whenever I used to, I don't really do it as much anymore because they kind of have found their way on their own. I used to message the top 3 of the order, or whoever's coming up in the first 3, and then the 4th person. I used to tag them in my Discord, but the problem became so many of them didn't like that they muted the Discord from being tagged.
Mm.
Mainly because I did it a lot. Because we battle a lot.
I don't know. I guess the way I see it is a lot of times also games like, the game, and this isn't on the umps,
It's a
It's
little
having-
on the umps. It's a little.
Sometimes, yeah. And having been an ump, and I'm an ump now, so I get it. But the game threads don't go up immediately and stuff.
Unless you're me or Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce is Kyle.
Kyle, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's another thing. Like, if we had a set time when the game thrower was going to get posted, we could literally say, hey, the pitcher's going to be available at this time. The top of the lineup's here. Let's get it. Let's knock this inning out, and then
Shout out to Pancakes, who replied to me within 10 minutes. Like when I messaged
Rob?
him. Yeah, Rob Pancakes at the Orioles. Who, when I messaged him, and I was like, yeah, we're going to get going here shortly. He was like, okay, let's do it, and sent me like 20 pitches. Not like 20,
That's
but like
sick.
10. And I was like, sweet.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I mean, maybe it's little things here and there. I think Pop said that if we knock off like a couple of days each session, we could finish the season like 2 months earlier or something. Which that would be really freaking nice, but I don't know. It's an effort from everyone. Umps, GMs, and the players who take like hours to swing.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a little bit of everyone.
Yeah, I think you're always going to have some people though who are just slow to respond.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's not always time zone dependent. I mean, I'm quite proud that, even though I live, 5 hours ahead, I think, apart from when I've been asleep and been pinged, I'm always responding, within an hour. That's mostly just because I've got nothing better to do.
I've always threatened
Okay.
for the eco games that I'm in that I'm just gonna straight up take it to the 12 hours each time.
I mean, it's an eco game, so I don't blame you.
No, I just threatened it just because it's funny.
Oh, it's just because it's funny, yeah. We've already had 2 auto Ks in ours.
Were they any of my players?
No, they're all Boston, which is
God, it's not a
concerning.
surprise.
Do you
Sorry.
do you draw players for auto King?
I've benched players for auto King, yes.
Would you, let's say your player goes to eco 2 sessions in a row and they auto K both sessions, like,
Then I sit them on the bench. I don't send them to eco. I just don't play them.
you wouldn't drop them? What would it take for you to drop a player, like, in terms of auto Ks?
Them telling me they're retiring.
Really?
And then I'd even wait a session. I put them on hiatus and I pick somebody else up.
That's loyal.
Yeah. To a fault. I am loyal to a fault.
Yeah, that is a fault. At that point,
Yep.
you're right.
I admit this. Like, it's not like I don't admit it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Because you also
I
don't
care
trade your
about
guys.
I care about my players' feelings and requests.
Yeah.
unlike other
they're
people.
They're just
And-
bags of meat to be used.
Yeah, really, like some of y'all, and y'all know who I'm talking about. None of you guys in here. The person that I'm talking about knows who they are.
Is looking at you, Philadelphia.
No, I ain't talking about Philly. I can talk about Philly. They probably do it too.
No. I think it's obvious which team you're on about.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think George knows.
Oh, cool. What's one team that has notably gotten rid of a lot of people?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that team.
Yeah, fuck that team.
Oh, watch out!
Every-
If you make them mad, they'll come after you. And this isn't Tampa. Don't think this is Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get that out of the way.
We're being so nuts. So
Every time.
Oh, good. I hope they
say
know.
something,
I'm so happy they know, because they know I
Jeff
don't like it.
they're kind of nobodies.
Jeff always threatens to trade
No,
me.
they're not nobodies.
Yeah, kind of.
Not really.
Maybe we're talking about different teams. Then.
We probably are.
Got rid
Were
of
they a
their
team
whole-
that like week 3 were really good and have since been nowhere near good?
Week
Or
3.
am I on about a different team here?
Hold on.
I have an idea of who it is.
I mean, I actually don't know who George is referring. I'm not even gonna type this out. Week 3. I don't actually remember. Okay, whatever. I don't really care that much.
Okay, me and George are talking about the same person.
Yeah.
Or the same team.
Wait,
Are you typing it in chat or something? No.
I
just-
PM'd him, but
Hold on. Somebody get me in on this PM. No.
I just.
whoa, it's not them.
No.
George.
Oh.
Huh.
What?
Yeah. Well, there's another team that turned over a bunch of their.
Run it by me.
That's it.
No.
No, well, that's what we were saying. Is
Well, I know.
who else? The hell? Weird.
They know who they are. Like,
Yeah,
really
no
well,
shit.
because this happened today, and I told them about it. They were I was quite clear about these.
Yeah.
Voting JD? Corbett, shut the fuck up, dude. Actually, shut up. This is like one of those things where I'm not gonna. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Corbett, you need to shut your damn mouth, because you clearly don't understand. You ain't
Yeah.
a GM. You're hardly a PA rep at this point, boy. If you were on my
Corbett-
team, you'd be sitting on the bench every game of the season for the shit you say. Let's go, dude. Don't start
Yeah.
this with me. And that's
He literally said, "Is anyone willing to fess up to voting JD?" Everyone comes out of the woodwork.
hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
It's like.
Where's that gif of pump your brakes, kid?
I think Caleb voted JD. He seems like the type.
Images. GIF.
When I voted, I had been in the league a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the All-Star game?
So you probably did it on stats. Okay, if you did it based on stats, then you probably didn't vote JD, because JD did not have the best stats out of the second baseman.
I got the gif. I don't know if it'll play. I don't really care.
It's not a GIF. I think it's just the image.
What gift are you looking for?
The one that I just put in the general? Pet Rock. Okay, that one's already edited. I'm out of this one. I'm doing great, guys. We're doing fine. You'll know what I'm talking about. Can I get the image address for this one? Is this an Imgur gallery? I don't care.
Shit, is that true? Grams used PEAs in season 1? Damn. That's rough, man.
So, anyways, we'll get back to the normal stuff now that the slight nerd rage of Preller has come out. Because, oh my god, he went to the Dodgers. God damn it. Okay.
Were you going for him?
No, I just didn't want him to go to the Dodgers.
What is he anyway? A pitcher?
He's a left-handed pitcher, which is why Gino fucking blitzed him.
Oh yeah, Gino was all over him. I saw a screenshot from that.
Yeah, it was as bad as it looked.
Yeah.
Gino just blitzed him. I knew it was going to happen. I tried to tell him not to.
Was that you?
I tried to tell him not to go to Gino.
Wait, hold on. But
Gino.
he said there was someone that messaged him and said, "Don't go to the Dodgers or the Twins or something."
No, I didn't say shit about the Twins.
Okay.
I said shit about Gino because I just didn't want him to go to the Dodgers. I just didn't want him in my division.
He said someone messaged him that.
I legit did not tell him about anybody else. I said I don't want him going to the Dodgers because I didn't want him in my division. That was all.
And I told him not to go to the Marlins or the Yankees, and he was like, "Wow, what a dick! He told me not to go to these teams. They don't even fucking exist." Oh man.
I mean, it hasn't
I've
been
done
posted.
I've done that to free agents. Like, just don't go to Cleveland. Whatever you do.
Oh, legit. I always feel bad because I told Sloppy to go to fucking Texas.
Okay. To be fair, it's not like.
I mean,
we tried to recruit both Sloppy and Columbus. Like,
I've accidentally
we got
managed to
rejected
dodge.
by the same guy twice.
I've managed to dodge freaking Big E repeatedly just because all the times he's tried to sign, he's always picked player slots that I've just been like, I don't need this position.
I think every iteration has been in our Discord at some point.
Good lord.
Well, you guys had one of them on your team, right?
Yeah, they had Truck. Truck, who was scheduled to be on my podcast that week, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. That would have been an interesting podcast.
Well, you've had a lot of interesting people on your podcast.
Not really.
Especially on that one that wasn't. Yeah, I'm on it. That one that wasn't released.
What?
What?
You weren't on that.
I know.
Boy.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Okay, so now I gotta say why. Alright, there was an episode recorded. Because you asshole, we're not supposed to talk about that one. And I'm not editing this out, so now I gotta explain why.
There's no, I mean, you don't have to talk about it.
No, I have to now.
No, it's not like it's nothing shady or anything.
A little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, because I know it was talked about on it. There was an episode recorded with a player that won't be named for their secrecy, that had some details talked about in it that at the time were considered to be throwing gasoline onto a volatile Discord. So it was elected to not be posted.
Did you talk about? And did you talk with anyone about that, or was that you deciding that? I
talked to a single other person, and they said no, and I said okay.
Cool.
Because unfortunately, unlike some other people in this group, Jay, I care about not starting shit. Okay? I like keeping.
You said Jay?
Yeah, I said Jay. that goddamn interview with that cheater bastard.
Yeah, no, he lost a bit of respect for me when he did that.
He lost any remaining respect for me. Sorry, dude. You know this. Jay doesn't like me, I don't think. Don't imagine why.
I mean, Jay, if you're listening, I do like you, but that interview was a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Idea.
Preller, I heard it from the player himself, so it's not like it wasn't.
See, now that you've mentioned this forbidden episode, I'm now kind of...
George, I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's really not that interesting, I don't think.
Oh.
I might edit it. I might actually have to edit it just for sanctity's sake and post the funny parts, because there was some funny stuff in there.
Well, he's a cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, so...
Even the other two that were on the episode said they were pretty stiff, so they didn't mind.
Yeah.
That it was taking off. But also, keep your eyes on the skies for a special episode of Runner Going that was recorded yesterday. And nobody actually knows about this because it didn't have a guest. This is an episode that I call The Long Road, which I didn't actually call on the show because it was me driving. Where was I driving? I was driving from my house to Petco Park to go to a day game, or to go to a night game last night. So I think it was 25-30 minutes of commentary of just me going on about stuff. And I'll post it when I figure out how to take an iPhone's voice recording and turn it into a video.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think I ramble for like 5 minutes about the MLR, but because I can't look stuff up, I think I just go into like Padres, like normal Padres, for like 20 minutes.
Speaking of normal Padres,
God,
have you guys
that's
considered
why.
getting rid of Brad Hand yet?
I'm sure it's been talked about. Well, who the fuck else would we put in his place?
I think in the limited time I've watched the Padres, I've
Yeah,
heard
he's
him
given
come
up
in
2 blown
twice.
saves, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is Kenley Jansen, so it's not that big of a deal yet. Like, keep going about how Brad Hand's given up 2 saves. Kenley Jansen's also blown 2 saves. I know he's on my fantasy team.
Opening day for fantasy, I had 2 closers blow saves.
Oh, I have Brad Brock and Kenley Jansen. I had a bad week.
I had Neris and Rodney.
Oh, well, that was a mistake drafting Rodney at all. Sorry, dude.
I didn't know that, alright?
You should have asked me, because he used to play for us, and he was bad when he played for us. How he made it to the All-Star game, I never know. Where is Rodney? He's in Minnesota now, isn't he?
I believe it's the Twins, yeah.
Oh my god. They don't know what they've gotten themselves into.
The rest of the team, though, is doing great.
Yeah, except for the domestic abuse stuff.
Mm.
You know, that's a problem. Can't have that.
I was on about my fantasy team, to be honest.
Oh, your fantasy. Mine has laid an egg this
doing
week.
alright.
Mine has laid an egg this week.
Oh, hang on, let me...
I gotta pull my
Pull it
Yahoo
up.
up too then. On screen.
Yeah, I'm on
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Alright. Let's see. Alright,
There's the
alright,
app.
alright. Oh, wait, is this that one that was set up by Hopkins or something?
What, no, this is sort of a Cardinals fantasy league that we got going.
Oh, okay. We talked about it, but we didn't do it. Yeah, my team has 114 points this week. Compared to 192 from who I'm playing.
I'm up 462 to 314.
Jesus Christ, why do you have so many points? You must have a different roster.
Home runs.
Oh, your home runs are a lot more? Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My
Also,
freaking
saves
roster's
are ridiculous
55
as well.
strikeouts. My roster's 55 strikeouts. And 6 of them are Joey Votto. The hell, Votto? What's going on, dude? He's got 3.5 points this week. Jesus Christ, Votto.
Yeah. I was going to say that Kyle Schwarber was the best decision I ever made.
Schwarber? Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He's got 18 points for me, too. 18 points.
He's got, what was it, 23 and a half for me.
Xander Bogaerts, by the way. Shout out to Xander Bogaerts. Like, the only reason my team has any points this week is he's got 27.5 for me.
Oh.
Shout out to him.
You also got, like, Chris Davis, the one with the K. He's been doing really well for me.
Yeah, I have Chris Owings for my bench because he plays almost every position.
Also,
shout out to Rick Porcello for having like the only positive points as a pitcher for me this week and the only pitcher with a win this week.
Shout out to Davidson on the White Sox for being the greatest
shouting
steal.
out real baseball players.
Yeah, just this. You get an hour of this, folks, and then we go. That's what we do.
Yeah, you're stuck with us, guys. Like this is. You think this is bad? We've still got like 17 minutes of time to fill.
Yeah, Tanaka, he's been doing quite well for me.
Yeah, Tanaka's pretty good.
Yeah, this podcast always hits a point where it turns into real baseball.
Yeah, it's because I always have something to talk about real baseball.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, I'm still a real baseball fan. I'm here for real baseball.
Yeah.
Is
Caleb a Padres fan?
Caleb is partially a Padres fan.
Caleb is following the Padres now that he is on the Padres in fake baseball.
What was your actual team?
Mets first, Red Sox second.
Oh.
He's a weird guy, I admit. I mean, it could be worse. He could be following the Yankees and the Mets, or like the Yankees and the Red Sox.
The Yankees first, Red Sox second. Oh my god.
What? Like, you can't even do that, because then you have 2 separate groups of people trying to kill you.
I actually only got into the Red Sox these past few years because my best friend, who's actually also an MLR, is a diehard Red Sox fan. I started getting into it with him.
Wait,
Who's
which
your
one
best
is that?
friend?
My best friend is Nate Lewis on the Expos.
Yeah, I remember that. That was after I basically cut the freaking knees off of the Expos on that one thing. Yeah, that happened. Don't worry about it.
I kind of don't like that we have the Expos in the league.
I kind of think it's funny. Because then you get the Washington Nationals at the Montreal Expos.
Yeah.
And that's
the other thing that happened was I told him that I was going to start following the Padres. And he's like, well, since I'm on the Expos, I should start following the Nationals. And I said, don't you dare. I will end this friendship.
I'm a Nats fan.
Yeah, mine
Feels
is
good.
I don't have a friendship to end yet with you.
Yeah, Kevin, don't worry. It'll all end up like Game 5 where you'll just suck at it.
Stop. Just stop, please. No.
I mean, it could be worse.
Aren't you a fucking Cubs fan, George?
I might be.
Shut up.
George is a Cubs fan. I don't care that much.
Don't you fucking laugh.
You both were dead. Look, let's be clear here. No matter who left that National League decision series, you both were dead. Because you had killed each other's bullpens. You guys were screwed.
Yeah, we won a ticket to go get fucked.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it would have been the first, we would have won something for once.
Yeah, you would have, but...
You mean like past the first round?
Yeah. That would have been nice. Good for team morale. In the coming years.
You know what's not? Bryce Harper's about to get as many trucks of money. About as many trucks of money as they can pull up on his house.
If Bryce goes to the Cubs,
he's not going to the Cubs. He's going to the damn Dodgers.
The Yankees account.
He's going to the damn National League Yankees or American League Yankees.
No.
The Dodgers are the Yankees. He's going to one of those.
I think you already have money set aside for him.
If he doesn't fucking stay here, I would rather he go to like some fucking rando team than those two. Like, just fucking go play for the fucking.
Have Aaron Judge tell him he'll look good in pinstripes. Dumbass. What an idiot.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot.
Really, man? Really? You gotta at least figure that can't be, like, positive for you.
I'm hoping that Bryce doesn't want to shave, first of all.
I don't think... Yeah, that's a fair point. He won't shave.
And number two, that him and... what's his fucking name?
What?
Oh, what's his fucking name?
Puig?
Chris Bryant. No, that him and Chris Bryant,
aren't on the same team?
Like, start hating each other or something. I've seen them, there's like those pictures where they're like at a game
Bryce,
together.
How do you feel about San Diego? Because we got a left field spot that's ripe and ready for the taking.
That wouldn't hurt as much as... I mean, that would be fine.
Much I'd love having Bryce Harper in San Diego. Be awesome.
If you want to ruin Harper's career, I guess.
Hush. He could do fine. He'd be fine here.
Where else could he go for left field? I don't know.
He's right field, but I like our right fielder, so.
Who's your right fielder?
Hunter Renfroe. He's like the Jake Lamb from MLB The Show 17, but for righties or for lefties.
I don't know much about the Padres. You guys have what's his face? Myers, yeah.
Myers is always the answer whenever somebody goes, you have this guy. It's Myers or it's Hosmer. We know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, you guys have Hosmer now, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's another one.
Hasn't hit a home run yet.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, God, it's up and down every day, I swear. He's already got like 3 errors, so we've ruined his career for that.
People don't like that, huh? People don't think that was a good move in general, right?
A lot of people in the normal baseball community think we screwed the rest of the community, basically. Because we killed the market in a day. Why do you think Jose Altuve and now Charlie Blackmon got those albatross of extensions? Because they don't want to go to free agency.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like, you may get lucky. Bryce Harper may extend with the Nationals just because he doesn't want to face that.
Oh, God, I would love that.
Mike Trout is probably going to re-sign with the Angels, to be very honest. It wouldn't surprise me because they've actually got him some outfielders.
They've consistently been getting better, right?
The Angels? Yeah, too bad they still don't have pitching that can hit the broadside of a barn.
Hey, that Richards had a pretty good game.
Who?
Isn't Richards? Is that his fucking name? Garrett something? He got like a one-hitter the other day.
Never heard of him.
That's pretty good.
I don't watch American League.
And they have that's funny. I only like in the American League. I pretty much watch the Angels, and then I like the Nats.
I mean, I could go and watch Angels games if I take the Surfliner.
How far?
The Surfliner from San Diego to Anaheim is like 3 hours or something like that. But it's a direct. The Surfliner drops you off in front of the stadium, like at the stadium.
Yeah.
So like, I've always talked about the day night double, sort of a quadruple header that I threaten to do every year, which essentially is catch a day game at Petco, catch a night game at Angels, catch a day game at Angels, go back home, go to Petco, catch a night game.
Damn.
That's probably about 12 hours of baseball in 2 days.
How close are you to Petco?
Well, I'm 25 minutes drive.
That's not bad.
You'd know this from the podcast that I'll release later. If I release it. If I find a way to do it.
Oh, yeah,
recorded.
25 minutes. I remember you talking about that.
25 minutes in traffic, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a Dodger game, it's half an hour to 45 minutes. If it's a game against the Twins, it's 25 minutes. $40 got me really good seats, by the way. Check channel MLB for that.
$40.
$40 got me really nice seats.
I don't know California's geography very well. How far it would be like San Francisco?
To go to San Francisco, it's probably about a 6-hour drive, probably. 6 to 12.
Shit.
I have actually not ever planned it out, but I know LA is like an hour and a half.
6 to 12?
Yeah, San Francisco is far away, dude.
God, man.
Just stop living it. Like,
Say that again, George. You cut
you
it.
just the scale of the US always amazes me.
Dude, Texas is bigger than like most of Europe.
No, I think it's the thing is Texas is bigger than most of the UK.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
That's not surprising because the UK.
In Texas, you measure how far you go places by how many hours it takes to get there. You don't even say how many miles anymore. It's just hours.
Yeah.
I lived in Texas.
Like, from San Antonio to Dallas, it's like 6 hours.
Yes, can confirm.
Thank you.
God damn, dude.
If you want an idea of the size difference, in the UK, you're never more than like 65 miles from the ocean.
Yeah, I got news for you, bud. Like 65 miles? That's like a quarter tank of gas. Ha!
Yeah.
We don't use liters.
It's interesting.
Like, legitimately, the metric system is great, except when you have to go to a gas station, and I always look and I'm always like, is that actually a good price?
I know, we have some weird hybrid, as in, we buy fuel in litres, but measure consumption in miles per gallon.
Yeah, because we use it. And we buy more
that's
cars
just,
than
that's
you
just
do.
a standard car thing, right?
I know my weight in kilograms, but I know my height in feet and stuff like that.
Because measuring your height in centimeters is dumb.
And then you throw a stone in there. That's
Oh god,
thing,
stones. I don't even know how that works.
How many pounds?
We use stone more than we use pound for weight. Like,
Oh, really?
We always convert stone.
Okay.
How much is a fucking stone?
14 pounds.
That's a very broad, like.
Yeah. Yeah, all the speed signs are in miles an hour, even though we are a
Goodness
metric
gracious.
country. Right.
Well, I believe on the note of different measurements, there's no better way to finish the night out.
I'm gonna hide.
You always gotta end on a high. George Michael, you always gotta have more George Michael in your life. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, George. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Caleb. Have a good night, everybody.